Alright, anyway, we're diving on in. Welcome and in, everyone. So, let's kick it off. How we meant to go in. This is Chicken Police. We've been very kindly given a key to check it out. So, there we go. I'm putting my hands up. We were given the key to give it a go, and I'm giving it a go because it's chickens and the police, and obviously I want it in English. So, we're going to give this an hour and send the sound down. Alright, Chicken Police. Alright, let's go. New game. Let's go. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts. Raymond Chandler, The Big Sleep.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's
I hate
me.
that when that happens.
I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland. An investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh,
The
Mr.
most colorful
Chucken.
place in the wilderness. For all the
Oh, it paused it. My bad there.
gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
It's got lots of Sin City vibes to it.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
No, it's an old chicken. An old cock.
What could possibly go wrong?
Huh. Famous last words. Oh.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Definitely tell that it's a smoking chicken. Okay, so I've not played a point-to-click game in
I
ages.
wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Yeah, he's a real big smoker. So, what was that? A mouse, a fox, a lion, and an owl. Celebrity cops from the dump. Chicken Police on track.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is this is one of the most beautiful memories from my whole life. Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Half chicken, half parakeet.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Huh. They aren't his kids, I presume.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Huh. Okay, so we got pictures.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Okay, then we'll come back to that later. People. Oh my god, there's a lot of scenes.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real, the badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
How apt.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. Books I'm never gonna read. Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve? I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
So far the voice acting is pretty good. Let's see what the gazelle wants. Let's have a look. Look, speak.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone.
An alcoholic chicken.
Maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
And a bit.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
I wonder what engine this was done in. Okay, Deborah.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters. Please, that's why I'm here.
Okay, let's have a look. What we got? The Zerg Exchange. All of them are written. Deborah.
I haven't dusted you. Oh man, I totally get. Ironic, but every whiskey has the same color nowadays.
Alright, what have we got? What can we do? I've never played one of these games before. Let's see what you want to do.
This is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah.
What you want? That's it. Oh.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Who are you, dearhead? Right.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
Important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
You're not very confident.
Drill her.
All right.
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland.
You're right. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Tell me, what's your star sign, sweetheart?
My what? My star sign? I don't see how that's relevant.
I like to be unpredictable sometimes. It's an old detective thing. Just answer the question, please. You'll understand everything in time.
All right. The dancer.
The dancer. I see. Thank you. This could be useful later on.
If you say so.
Oh Lord.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know,
Yeah, 10 points.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
my employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately. Only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous Chicken Police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland.
Who Zips?
I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
What exactly do you expect by coming here to meet me? What do you want from me? I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me?
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself out loud.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart.
That's very...
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
Okay.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious? I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean...
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress is...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
I'm a decent cop. Huh. Fair play. Alright, okay, there we go. There's our first intro to Chicken Police. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be having a look at this a little bit later on in the week. But yeah, if this is the kind of game that you're into, or you enjoyed it, then of course drop something in the comments below. And as always, yeah, we'll see you in the week.